Intro. Welcome to our channel. Today, we're diving into a topic that's critical for anyone interested in artificial intelligence: building a production-ready AI workflow. Whether you're a data scientist, an AI engineer, or simply someone curious about how AI models are deployed in the real world, understanding the end-to-end workflow from data ingestion to model deployment is essential. We'll break this process down into manageable pieces so that you can grasp the intricacies involved in turning an AI idea into a fully functional product. Part 1: Understanding the AI workflow. Before jumping into the specifics, let's outline what we mean by an AI workflow. An AI workflow refers to the structured process of moving from data collection to model deployment. It involves several stages, including data ingestion, data preprocessing, feature engineering, model training, validation, and finally, deployment. Each of these stages has its own challenges and best practices. At its core, the workflow can be divided into two main phases: the development phase and the production phase. The development phase focuses on creating and training the model, while the production phase deals with deploying the model into a live environment where it can make predictions on real data. A well-designed workflow is not only efficient but also scalable, maintainable, and capable of providing consistent results. Now, let's break down each of these stages in detail. Part 2: Data Ingestion. The first step in building a production-ready AI workflow is data ingestion. Data is the lifeblood of any AI model. Without high-quality data, your model will not perform well. Therefore, it's crucial to understand where your data is coming from and how to collect it effectively. Data ingestion involves gathering data from various sources. This can include databases, APIs, web scraping, or even real-time data streams. The choice of method depends on the nature of the data and the requirements of your project. For instance, if your goal is to build a recommendation system, you might need to collect user interaction data from your application. Once you identify your data sources, the next step is to automate the ingestion process. This ensures that your data pipeline can handle updates in real time. Tools like Apache Kafka and Apache NiFi can help you create robust data ingestion pipelines that can scale with your needs. Moreover, it's crucial to ensure data quality at this stage. Implementing checks for data completeness, consistency, and accuracy can save you time and trouble down the line. Part 3: Data preprocessing. After data ingestion comes data preprocessing. This stage is about cleaning and transforming your raw data into a format suitable for model training. Real-world data is often messy and unstructured, filled with missing values, noise, and outliers. The first step in preprocessing is data cleaning, which involves handling missing values, correcting errors, and removing duplicates. Depending on your dataset, you might choose to fill missing values with mean, median, or mode, or even drop the rows entirely if they're not significant. Next, you'll focus on data transformation. This may include normalization and standardization, which ensures that numerical features contribute equally to the model's learning process. Categorical features may require encoding, and techniques like one-hot encoding or label encoding can be used to convert these variables into numerical formats. Another essential aspect of preprocessing is feature selection and extraction. In many cases, not all features contribute equally to the predictive power of your model, and irrelevant features can even degrade its performance. Techniques like recursive feature elimination, RFE, or using feature importance scores from tree-based models can help you identify which features to keep. Part 4: Feature engineering. Once your data is preprocessed, it's time for feature engineering. This is the process of using domain knowledge to create new features that can improve the performance of your model. Feature engineering can involve creating interaction terms, polynomial features, or aggregating existing features to uncover hidden patterns. For example, if you're building a model to predict house prices, you might create new features like price per square foot or age of the house from the existing data. This stage requires creativity and deep understanding of the problem domain. A well-engineered feature set can significantly enhance your model's performance, allowing it to learn better from the existing data. Part 5: Model training. Now that you have a cleaned and enhanced dataset, it's time to train your model. Choosing the right algorithm for your problem is crucial. Depending on the nature of your task, be it classification, regression, or clustering, you'll need to select an appropriate model. Common choices include linear regression for regression tasks, decision trees for classification, and clustering algorithms like k-means for unsupervised tasks. Once you select a model, you'll need to split your dataset into training and testing sets to evaluate performance accurately. During training, you'll want to tune hyperparameters, which are settings that can be adjusted to optimize model performance. Techniques like grid search or random search can help you find the best combination of hyperparameters systematically. It's also essential to monitor performance metrics during training. Metrics like accuracy, precision, recall, F1 score, and AUCROC can provide insights into how well your model is performing, allowing you to make adjustments as needed. Part 6, Model Validation. After training your model, the next step is validation. This is where you test your model on unseen data to assess its performance. It's crucial to use a separate validation dataset that was not involved in the training process to get an unbiased evaluation. Cross-validation is a popular technique that helps in validating model performance. This involves splitting your data into multiple subsets, training the model several times on different combinations of these subsets, and averaging the results to get a more reliable measure of performance. Once you have validated your model, you should also check for overfitting, where a model performs well on training data but poorly on unseen data. Regularization techniques, such as L1 or L2 regularization, can help mitigate this issue by penalizing overly complex models. Part 7, Model Deployment. After rigorous training and validation, you're ready for model deployment. This stage involves taking your trained model and making it available for use in a production environment. Deployment can take various forms. You might integrate your model into an existing application, set it up as a REST API, or even use cloud platforms like AWS or Azure for hosting. The choice of deployment method depends on your specific use case, performance needs, and user requirements. Monitoring is a critical aspect of deployment. Once your model is live, it's essential to track its performance continuously. Changes in data distribution over time, also known as data drift, can affect model accuracy. Implementing monitoring systems that alert you to significant performance drops is crucial for maintaining a reliable AI system. Additionally, you should have a strategy in place for model retraining. As new data comes in, you may need to update your model to ensure that it continues to perform well. Automating the retraining process can help keep your model current and effective. Part 8, Governance and Compliance. Finally, let's touch upon the importance of governance and compliance in your AI workflow. As AI systems become more pervasive, ethical considerations and regulatory compliance are becoming increasingly critical. Ensure that your data usage complies with laws like GDPR or HIPAA, depending on your jurisdiction. Transparency in how your model makes decisions can help build trust with users while ensuring that your AI systems are fair and accountable. Implementing a governance framework can help you document processes, ensure data integrity, and maintain compliance. Regular audits and reviews of your model's performance and data usage can help mitigate risks associated with AI deployments. Conclusion. To wrap up, building a production-ready AI workflow involves a series of carefully orchestrated steps, from data ingestion to model deployment. Each stage plays a vital role in ensuring that your AI model is effective, reliable, and fit for real-world use. By following the best practices we've discussed today, you can set up a robust AI pipeline that can evolve with your needs and adapt to changing circumstances. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more content on AI and machine learning. We'd love to hear your thoughts and questions in the comments below. What challenges have you faced in building your AI workflows? Until next time, keep innovating and exploring the world of artificial intelligence.